Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for July 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn and experience in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your life than your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign. In addition, you have much more in common with those that share your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, this is a big month this month because the collective North Node is changing from North Node in Taurus, South Node Scorpio into North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra, and that's going to take place on July 17th. So the whole collective, this affects everybody, and there are going to be some separate videos that I'm going to shoot out the middle of this month that's going to cover what each North Node is learning for this particular nodal shift that's going to take place on July 17th. But for now, this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading. While I'm shuffling, I want to invite you to take some deep breaths, relax, close your eyes if you wish, and open up your heart and mind to any information that could be relevant to you. So I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and my guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for July 2023 for everybody with their North Node in Capricorn and or the 10th house. Okay, so interesting reading. So the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. And then this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. Now, your overall theme card is the Knight of Wands. And wands represent not only creativity, initiative, they also have to do with physical energy. And I feel like this is going to be the broad theme for all of you with your North Node in Capricorn overall. So we're talking about energy, we're talking about creativity, we're talking about boldness, we're talking about, fiery inspiration, everything to do with the element of fire, okay? And the first 2 weeks, the way it's going to play out, your timeline cards are you have the Five of Cups, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Four of Cups. Now, I can see that many of you watching this may be going through some things right now where you could feel like your energy emotionally, physically, mentally could be down a little bit for different reasons. And the good news is, okay, there's a way out of it, but I can see that the first 2 weeks, like you could be dealing with, it's almost like the doldrums, like the feeling of, like not a lot of energy or like stagnation. And the themes that are within that, it could be dealing with money issues, money, finances, salary, property, things of that nature. There also could be some emotional things that you have gone through and are still going through with this, Five of Cups that you're dealing with. And then with the Four of Cups reversed, just dealing with kind of just feeling like down a bit emotionally and mentally, and kind of feeling like, you know, just not, you know, fully energized. Okay. And I feel like that is going to turn around. But what's wanting to happen here is your two advice cards are, you have the Emperor and you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And there's two things with this. Let me first say there's two things with the Emperor card. The number one thing I want to say is that the Emperor card, one of the things it represents is it represents a parent or the father, like a parental figure, or like a father figure, or someone in authority in your life, in our life, okay? And when you are dealing with the North Node in Capricorn or the North Node in Cancer, okay, there's a lot of things that come up with that have to do with mother, father, parental energies and people in authority. So this could be something that you're dealing with that has to do with a parental figure or some sort of authority, okay? Um, Now, the other part of the emperor is what I'm getting is that the way out for you is, in your life is embodying the wise parent figure. What do I mean by that? In astrology, okay, Capricorn rules the father, or like a very strong, or like a single mother, like a strong parental figure. What is this? If you look at this as an archetype, what does this person do? They go out there, they do the difficult thing, they make a living for their family, they provide. They're going out there, like, a parent is like seeking success, you know, trying to, they're doing the tough things that they need to do for their loved ones and family, doing the difficult task, being responsible, and going out there, being tough, being able to go out there every day in, um, all sorts of situations. And what I'm seeing for you is that, this might seem really weird, but if you can embody in your life, like the first 2 weeks, think of the first 2 weeks of July. Try to, whatever situations come up in your life, try to ask yourself, okay, even if you never personally had a good parent or a good father or a good mother or whatever it was, we all know what like that archetype is. We all know what it is to be like the responsible, strong, tough breadwinner, but also like loving. We know what that is as an archetype. Whatever comes up the first 2 weeks, try to say, okay, like, you might have initial reaction of how you want to deal with it, but say, okay, let me role play. What would like a strong mother or father figure, how would they deal with the situation? What would they do? Because see, when you're being asked to kind of embody that energy, and when you do, what this Wheel of Fortune reversed is, it's one of the cards, as I always say, that when it's reversed, it's positive, but it's like a delayed energy, like somewhat like when the clouds on a sunny day cover the sun. The sun is there. The clouds just have to move away. It's not like the sun's not there, okay? And that's what this Wheel of Fortune is. This is like you're so close to doing that. Let me give you a practical example. I mean, if you're confused. Let's say a situation comes in and there's like, a bill that's due and you have to pay it. And let's say in order to pay it, you're like, okay, and you're just like over it. You're like drained energy wise and emotionally. But let's say you decide to say, you know what? I got to get this bill paid. So I'm going to work overtime, even if you don't want to. And you do that and you get that bill paid that month because you worked some overtime. Was it pleasant? No. Did you want to do it? No. Did were there other things you'd rather do? Yes. But you did it. And that is embodying what that archetype is. That's just a small example. It could be something like reacting emotionally to a situation, like a situation happens and let's say you're hurt emotionally, okay, about a situation. What would a strong parent do? Would a strong parent, like, when you imagine the archetype of the strong, wise parent, are they going to just like lose their crap and like, oh, I can't handle this, oh, I'm going to run away, like, oh, I can't handle it? Or would they say like, no, look, this is how we have to, like, they calmly face the situation. They face it with strength, with dignity. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what the key for you is, because when you embody that, you're embodying that Capricorn 10th house north node. And what's going to happen is, as I say, if you're new to this channel, people that watch me all the time know, when you follow your north node, something magically happens. You are blessed by the universe with help, because this, for whatever reason, I don't know why it works, but astrology works. Our chart is real. Our natal chart is real. And when we follow our soul path, which is our north node path, okay, when we follow it, the universe helps us and blesses us with things, okay? So when you do that and you embody it, as opposed to the south node in Cancer or the fourth house, when you approach it this first half of the month with strength, then what happens is this turns around and you will see it right away. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy, because your inclination is, I don't want to do this, okay? But the key for you is, whatever is happening this first half, financially, emotionally, or you're feeling down, approach it like, do the difficult thing that you don't want to do. That is the Capricorn way. It's being responsible. And it's like being able to persevere. And when you do that, like, it's a small thing, like, let's say you work that overtime shift to make that extra money even though you don't want to, or you do the difficult thing that in some way is difficult, but you do it and there's a reward. What ends up happening is you get this massive amount of energy infused in your life, because that's what it is. You're energizing that. What seems like an energy drain, like, oh man, if I have to do this, or I have to, like, work this overtime, or I have to do this difficult thing, it's going to drain my energy. It might seem that way, but in the end, it's going to infuse you with energy. And that's when you get this wheel of fortune turned around. Okay. So the simple thing is here, approach your whole life, but especially the first 2 weeks of the month, like the strong, responsible parent. What would they do? What would they do? Would they be strong? Would a strong, responsible parent say, well, I don't really have that much money to pay this bill, and the kids need new shoes or whatever, but I'm not going to work. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like working it, so they're not going to do it. No, that's not the archetype of that strong parent figure, okay? That's what we're talking about. That's the key for you. Trust me when I say this. When you do this, you're going to see changes in your life. You're not going to have to wait years. You're going to see immediate changes. You're going to get infused with energy. Trust me on this, all right? Now, going on to the second half of the month, you've got the Four of Swords, and you've got the Ten of Wands, and you've got the Strength card reversed. Now, a lot of the readings I'm doing for the North nodes this month they're coming up like mirror images, like opposite mirror images for the first half and second half. This is what I'm seeing here. These cards here are relating to these cards here. Now, what I'm seeing here is that there could be a tendency that whatever is happening this month could be like an overburden. Okay, it could be like really burdensome. It could seem to sap your strength, and you kind of feel like you just want to like check out, peace out. Okay, what I'm seeing here is this. We're seeing two things that are happening. Here's your advice cards. The reversed King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. What you want to do here is this King of Swords is detaching emotionally from situations. Because remember, you do have natural gifts with your South Node in Cancer. You do have a natural emotional intelligence. But sometimes with our South Node, we rely too much on it and it becomes, instead of a strength, a weakness. So what this is saying is to detach emotionally from the situations that are going on this month. Detach from it, okay? Yes, you're feeling like this is a burden, like this is sapping your strength, like you want to just check out, peace out, okay? What this is saying with the Three of Pentacles is no. Dive into your work and be responsible. Do whatever you do, whether that be through your work, your career, or at home, or whatever you do it impeccably and do it really well and do it responsibly. Because what I'm seeing here with this card here and the Wheel of Fortune is there are people watching you. Now, we're talking about possible actual physical people, let's say like, a boss or other people around you that are loved ones. Or more importantly, this is also saying the universe. When you take that responsible route and you become that responsible person that is doing what is not easy and is not something that you want to do, but you do it because, out of responsibility and taking care of business. When you do that, you're going to get recognized for it. But this is going to take a little bit of emotional detachment, because throughout this whole month, this is going to, there's going to be this pull on your feelings and what it is you kind of know you should do. Okay, there's this push-pull thing, okay? So, that's really what this is saying. This is a mirror image, and it's going to seem like, yeah, a burden. It's going to seem like it's going to sap your strength, but do it anyway. And just remember, really the key for this whole month is infuse your life with energy by doing the responsible thing, by doing the tough thing. Infuse your life with energy. Detach emotionally from what's going on. Focus in on being impeccable of what you do. Do the difficult tasks, and you will be rewarded for it. And remember, if you're new to these videos, remember, like, you need to research your North Node in Capricorn or the 10th house, because this is a lifetime for you to be successful in life. And when you go towards your North Node, you will get all the beautiful emotional security you desire and the warm fuzziness that you desire. You can have it all, but you can't have it all unless you go toward that Capricorn 10th house place, okay? So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you would like me to take a look at your personal chart and give you a reading, there's a link to my website below. I can give you some more information on that. And like I said, if you could hit that like button, it really helps the algorithms. Reach out to me in a comment if you have any questions about this reading or anything else, or something about your personal situation, reach out to me in the comments. I love to interact with y'all. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.